Hey YouTubers, it's Brandy. I just wanted to give you guys a few tips on gardening indoors. Usually I don't start my seeds indoors because they would come out so laggy. This year I decided it'd be a good idea to buy a grow light. So that's what I did. I went to Home Depot and got a grow light for 45 bucks. And hopefully everything comes out this year. And just a reminder, if you haven't already started your tomatoes, now's the time so you can have them ready to be transplanted in the spring. But I'm also going to give you a few tips on some things that are growing, some easy economical ways of doing things. Please excuse Brandon. Brandon, you're in front of the world. Smile. Okay. So, let's get started. One of the tips that I want to give everyone is to save your money instead of going, having to constantly water things or going out and buying trays with fancy lids and everything. A lot of times when you buy curtains or comforters, they come in these plastic packs. Well, when you have your little trays of seedlings that you're just starting, put them in the plastic packs, and that keeps them moist. And if every now and then, if you feel that they fog up too much, need a little air, just unzip it, and let it sit still, and you'll be all right. And also, speaking of tomatoes, because these are my tomatoes here, I wanted to suggest to anybody who is on a budget but wants to have a variety of tomatoes in their garden this year to check out the Bountiful Gardens. I've been dealing with them for, I don't know, about maybe 10 years, I assume. And the good thing about them in comparison to other bigger names is that they give you the option to have variety. For example, with this is a tomato mix, and it comes with each tomato color printed so that you know what kind it is. Like we have Big Rainbow, Evergreen, Brandywines, Marmot, Caro Rich, which I have no idea what that is. But you get a little surprised, and I know I've seen the Evergreens and the Brandywines and the Big Rainbows. It's like you're saving yourself $2 a pack or $2.50, whatever you pay, with bigger companies. And they're also, organic, or there's no fertilizers or GMOs or anything in that sort of nature. And I also want to show one of my favorite plants. She's not the sexiest plant, but her function is really special to me. This is a jojoba plant. And what happens with jojoba is that you get the jojoba nut after it develops and everything. It's a desert plant. And you squeeze the oil out. The jojoba that we use for our hair actually comes from this plant. I bought a pack of them. I don't know. It probably had about 10 of them. And this is my one survivor, but I'm really proud of this one because I also bought some castor beans, and castor bean oil has been used in hair, and it's just interesting to me that we can develop our own products if we start them out from the beginning. And let's see what else I have. I have a bay tree. The bay leaves that you just take off, and your mom probably threw them in the soups or the gumbo or whatever she was cooking. It's going to grow into a pretty large tree, and I happen to usually I start stuff from seeds myself, but I just happen to purchase this one at Whole Foods, and it's real healthy, and I'm pretty excited about it in summer. I think I'm going to put it in a big pot and see what it does. Not everybody wants to admit their mistakes and their screw-ups on YouTube, but I will. This is my gourd tree. I have 2 of them. This is the same thing. I love them to death. I started them out from seed, and they're not even a year old yet, but for trees, they're growing pretty quickly. And when I brought them into the house, I decided, to keep them warm, I would get a heating lamp instead of a grow light. And my heating lamp was way too close to my gourd tree. There's the heating lamp right there. And it burnt my poor babies up. So I'm trying to nurse them back to health because they really grow into beautiful trees. And the gourds actually grow off of the stem. Not the stem, I'm sorry, the trunk. And I find that really interesting. If you want more information on it, just Google it and type in gourd trees. And I mean, it's just a wonderful plant. I was blessed to even have it, grow from seed that way. The same thing with the heating lamp burnt my avocado tree too. And also, here's a little raspberry seed that I started, and it's growing in there. I love it. Let's see what else I have. This is another tree that I find interesting that I started, and it's not a year old yet either. I don't know the name of this tree. I probably never will. However, I was visiting Elberton, Georgia, and I saw this marvelous tree, and it looked like it had calluses just coming off of it. And I was like, wow, what kind of tree is that? I've never seen anything like that. So naturally, I saw seeds coming off the trees. So I picked them up and took them home, and I got 1, 2, 3. I think I got a few of them, and they all grew, and it was like, wow, that was pretty easy. So, with everything that's going on, I have started, other than just bringing in some things, I have also started some other things from seed. I have that strawberry spinach. I don't know if you all seen the strawberry spinach that grows, and it looks like typical spinach, but it has like what looks like little raspberries that grow off the end of them. I decided I would try that this year, so I hope that goes well. And if you see my other video, you've seen my wormwood. I wasn't going to take any risk with it being less than a year old. I decided to just bring it in the house. So, because it's so cold outside. I didn't even mention the fact that I'm doing this video on January, what's today? January 14th. Here's another story. I love to support small businesses, and I especially love to I especially love to support people like myself who grow their own plants from seeds and then sell the seeds. That's what I do. And one person in particular had different things that I'd never seen, and I was like, okay, well, let me order from this guy. Well, I ordered from him, and I got the seeds, and after I got the seeds and it started to grow, I got this. And this is not the plant that I had ordered. But you know what? When you start it, you start to love it, and it's always welcome, so it don't really matter that much, but it just is a little interesting story behind this one. So I don't know what this is. I know it's not what I ordered, but it's always welcome, and it's sister right here. That's the sister right there, because I don't know what it is either. Same pack of seeds. One more interesting plant I have is the lychee tomato. I've grown it for, I think, 2 years now. And I'm surprised that even though I brought it inside the house, even before I got my grow light, that it's still producing buds. I wish I had some tomatoes to show you. But, I mean, this is wonderful, because it makes these little round tomatoes, what appears to be tomatoes, but they have a different flavor. They're kind of sweet. They taste like cherries to me. I love them. If you want to try them yourself, I actually sell them on Etsy. If you check out Brady's Botany Bay, I'll have the link on this video, but it's a wonderful plant. And then I have my 2 Datoras. If you see my video previously of the Datoras, I have 2 of them inside the house since this is my first year growing them. And I also have some outside because I'm not sure whether or not they'll be able to handle the weather. And one last one. I know I have a bad habit of planting things together that don't belong together. But this is my tomatillo. Or tomatilla? I'm not sure how to pronounce it. But it's also doing good. It's been in the house for about 2 months now, and it seems to be producing the little buds. I don't know how long it's going to take, because usually when I see them in the grocery store, the tomatillas are about this big, like the size of, a small fruit. And these are so small, so I don't know how long it'll take for it to produce them, or I don't know if it's the lack of sunshine that it's getting, but I'm pretty impressed with the fact that it's still healthy. And one more thing I wanted to do before the video's up is I wanted to talk to you guys about some of the seeds that I'm planting this year. And like I said, we're all on budget sometimes, and we can't always afford to buy, splurge on seeds. We got other things to do like bills. But previously, as I stated, the Bountiful Garden, and they're not patting my pocket. They didn't give me a discount or anything, but I have a lot of respect for this company. I started with them when their catalog was in black and white, and they're growing. And I've discovered a lot of plants through them. So with the learning experience, I just want to give them a shout out. They have so many different varieties, and as you see here, this is a cucumber mix, and it comes with so many different kinds of cucumbers. And the fun thing about that is when you get a mix like this, you never know what you're going to get. I've got lemon cucumbers, apple cucumbers, Armenian, all kinds of different things, So that's one thing that I got from them this year. And then here's cotton. I like growing cotton. That's one of my favorite things to grow because everybody knows about slavery and what an atrocity it was. However, most people have never seen a cotton plant or even touched it, So to get a better understanding of things, I, out of curiosity, decided to grow cotton. And the thing about that is, when you grow cotton, you have to have a license. That's just the rule in the U.S. Or I'm not sure if that's everywhere or it's a state rule. Well, the thing about that is, the way I see it, if your ancestors picked cotton for 400 years, you don't have to get a darn license. Anyway, and I'm going to try blueberries out. It's not all that easy to grow from what I understand with the instructions that they sent me. Not only did they put instructions here, but they put instructions on another piece of paper as well. And callaloo, I wanted to try that. I love island food. So I know a lot of people from the islands eat callaloo, and I wanted to try it. I'm about to embarrass myself trying to say this. Ashwagandha. If you're from India, you probably know how to say it better than I do. But this is a herb, and it has a lot of medicinal uses. And I plan on having a nice herb garden this year. So that's something I wanted to check out. Oh, excuse me. I got Brussels sprouts. So I don't have to say much about that. Artichokes. Rugas. Rose. Celery mix. Like I said before, with the mixes you get so many different varieties. So you always want to try that out. And look at the price, $2.50. You got your choice of going out and buying 5 different kinds of celeries or just buying one of these. Jicama. I've never tried it. I've seen it in a restaurant once. I heard that the jicama root can get pretty big. I just decided, why not? Something different. French sorrel, I think that's a pretty plant. I just like the way it looks. I don't know how it tastes or whatever. And I know that it can grow. It's a perennial. And that's another thing I wanted to do. I wanted to make sure that in my vegetable garden, I have some things that I put in and I never have to mess with again. And that's what I want to try to do. So I decided to add that one. And finally, carrot mix. As I stated before, variety's good. So just get you a mix bag. Well, YouTube, thank you for coming into my little lab I got going on in here, my little budget lab. It's not sexy, but it puts out. So try and subscribe and leave comments. I love to answer comments and network with you and learn anything that I don't know. All right, peace and blessings.